So this moment right here is teaching me that no words are good enough to sum up how much you mean to me and how deep and full a friendship becomes after 26 years. But if pictures could talk, we would have about 1 billion to tell of our history. I think I can say that as I look back on my childhood, there was one person who I was always ready to drop everything and spend time with, and that is you. I am thankful for all the years you played my other half. Thank you for being the sister I always needed in my family of boys. Thank you for always playing the role of the boy when we needed to play pretend just because you were taller and I was bossy. And the male dance partner during all of our pretend performances, like at the wedding ceremony, for our blankets, Goo Goo Gaga and Blueberry. Thank you for doing nothing with me on lazy days, but somehow always turning it into the best days. Thank you for being my best friend on all the trips, family vacations, retreats, parties, and everything else our families went to. If you forgot it, I remembered it, and if I was scared to do it, you were brave enough to help me along. We balanced each other out and loved and fought like best friends should. I don't believe that our friendship was just careful planning by our parents or another one of Ritzi's matchmaking success stories. I believe that when God wrote out the plan for our lives, He wove our lives into each other's stories for more reasons than I have probably ever recognized. I am thankful forever that for so many years God has thoughtfully created such a kindred spirit for me. And through marriage, I have learned that one of the deepest loves I've ever experienced is when someone I love feels pain or worry. And looking back on all the history we have, I discovered that marriage was not my first trial with this. But instead, I remember how I felt anytime you were hurting or I was hurting and the emotions that poured out in any of those situations. Throughout all of your medical procedures, surgeries, medicines, and recoveries, my heart was softer than ever before because my best friend was hurt. On this side of heaven, we will never know all the reasons for the pains you have been through, but I know that a byproduct of that was the Lord growing in me a new compassion for others, and even a revival of my own relationship with Him. Even when you weren't trying, your life was ministering to mine and bringing life and joy to my spirit. When I first heard that James was from Australia, that was no surprise given your desire to make life an adventure and break the mold of what the rest of us often do. But I'm so thankful for the chance to have gotten to know you, James, over the past year and watch you two together. And yes, James, I think you are worth moving across the world for. So, James, thank you for promising to take care of my best friend for forever. I can't wait to grow old with you both. And thank you, Katyrose, for your unfailing friendship. And I will always thank God for His special story for us. I love you.
So good evening, everybody. I am Michelle, and this is Nikki and Christine, and we are Katyrose's sister wives from the Annapolis internship that we did several years ago. And we've heard a lot about all of the people that James has shared a bed with. Well, we have all shared a bed with Katyrose. I just want you to know, Katyrose, how much you mean to me and you mean to all of us. And it was quite an intense internship, and we shared things with each other that we've never shared with anyone before. And we've heard it all throughout the evening. And I think Meredith and Kimsey said it the best, but you make people feel, and you made me feel like I could be 100% who I am and who God made me. And you had that gift of making people just feel comfortable in their skin and loved just as God loves them. So thank you, and I love you, and I wish you the best. And James, you are the luckiest man to get such a beautiful woman inside and out.
Hey, I'm Nikki, and it's true that during the internship, it was a really emotional year. It was one of those chapters in life, too, I feel like, where we were going through a lot of emotions with boys. There would be some moments where we'd be lying on the floor of a room listening to Winter Song by Ingrid Michaelson. So shame. And we would kind of talk about one day when we would be married, and it would just be funny to look back on it. And now we're here, and it's awesome. And it's very true what people say, that when you guys are together, you really bring out the best in each other, and it's the sweetest thing to see. And I loved seeing it when James would visit, or when I would be in the house and Katyrose would be FaceTiming with him, and just hear the laughter and the joy coming from it. And I know that for you moving to Australia, it feels like the end of a chapter in a lot of ways, but I know it's really just the beginning for you guys. And you guys are going to be a great blessing, as you already are, to so many people. And I'm really thankful for both of you and for your friendship, and I love you a lot.
Hi, I'm Christine. I just wanted to, I had the honor and privilege to actually witness this develop firsthand. So I thought I could share something real quick. Just wanted to say, I, along with Brian and other people in Nashville, got to be there and see James move into Nashville, come in, explore the music industry, but also, let's be honest, he just fell really hard for Katyrose. And can you blame him? I will have to say, I had, I think I realized this, but I was on your first date. Do you remember this, Katyrose? And it was a funny thing. James called Katyrose up or texted her, I don't remember, but it was like, hey, let's go see a movie or dinner. And Katyrose turned to me and was like, I don't know what to do about this. Can you come along? I was like, sure, okay. I mean, I don't mind being third wheel, so I came along. And it was great, because James, did you realize you paid for everything for me? Like, movie, dinner? Yeah, you did. So I was like, well, this is a perk. But anyway, it's actually really funny looking back, because Katyrose mentioned this to me about a month or two ago. And I know